Hello everyone, welcome back to this new scenario. In this video, we are going to load a real HR user file into the user table in ServiceNow. Let me show you the Excel here. So at the first glance, the Excel looks simple, but it is actually messy. It is having inconsistent departments, mixed status values, missing emails, duplicate users, and free text locations. So using our import set transform map and the transform script, we will clean this data, resolve the department and location issue, generate usernames which are not here right now, and still avoid duplicates while loading it into user table. So let us start with this. Let's go to load data. We have to create an import set table to load this data temporary basis. So create it. HR user data. This is fine. Now choose the file. Same Excel. So this is the Excel. Okay. Click on submit. It will create an import set table in front of you. So yes, import set table is created. The table is u underscore HR underscore user underscore data. Let me go to the import set and loaded data as well. So this is my import set. It is in loaded state because the data is in the import set table. Let me add the columns here. So this is how this particular data looks like. You see there are certain missing values as well as there are certain duplicate values in the email. Let me group by. You see this is the duplicate one. There are certain empty emails as well. Okay. We do not see the username. And the status value is also wrong. It is having active, inactive, or enabled somewhere. But ServiceNow expect true or false. Then only the value will be updated. Okay, so first of all, let us import the same data in the user table. And then we will try to add corrective measures. Okay, so that you will see complete thing, how the data transform there and how the data get corrected. So now click on transform map here. Provide a name to this particular transform map. HR transform map. Okay. So now provide the target table. So this is our table. Select it. Now click on auto mapping. You see field map is created at the bottom. Let's see if it is correct or not. You first name, country, email, last name. City is with city. There is one thing which we have to add, which is status and active, right? So the source field is status and the target is active. Submit it. As per our data, there is one more which is location, because we have to update the location there based on the combination of city and country. So this is how the actual data looks like. You will not get an ideal data for you. You have to validate, you have to clean up the data so that it reaches to the table and in a good form. Nobody will sit and make the data according to you every time. They don't have that much time. Okay, so this is the current scenario which we are doing here. But we do not see any location field here in the source data. It means we have to use two things, country and city, and combine it and add the data. Okay, so we will handle that via script. Go back. So now one thing is left here. We have to select the unique identifier. So in this data, our unique identifier is email. So select this one as colsec. So by this, if the email already exists in the table, that is in the target table, it will not create a new record. It will update that one only. So now click on transform. Click on transform again. You see the message, transformation complete. Let me go to this import set, reload. It is processed successfully. Open it. It is completed with some errors. So it seems we got an error here. Let me open this error here. So now it is saying the operation is failed, aborted by a business rule, prevent invalid country code. So now let us check this particular business rule. This is a kind of debugging we are doing here. Open the business rule, enter, open it. So this is the one which is running, and you see here, this is the message, and here we are aborting it. So why? Because it is checking in the core country table alongside with this particular value, this particular column, and passing our value. And we are passing the value there as India. Okay. So now let me check in the country table. This is the country table, and this is the record for India. And for India, we have ISO short, that is IN only. So basically it is expecting a country code, and we are giving a country name. If I open this record here, let me open. If I right click on this, you see ISO 31662. So the same is being used here, INC 31662, right? So that's why we are getting the error. This particular business rule is not letting it do it. So now what we will do here, let me close this. Because we already have country value in the location, right? In the location of user. So we are not adding the country value now. And let me see in the user table, there is no country field. There is a country code field with the same name. So in our transform app, because we did the auto mapping, right? We see the value here map, and it is confusing because it is expecting a country code, but we are giving the country. That's why it is not working. So let me delete it. We should not match the country and country code. It always become error. Let me close this now. Close all this. Now let us go to the transform one more time. So it is saying that no import set available. We have to load the data again. Okay. So let me close this. Let's come back here. Data sources available. So click on it. You should see the one which we have created. Yes, this is the one. This is the Excel which we have attached. Open it. So now load all data one more time. Again, you see 50 records now added. Okay. Now click on run transform because we have everything else ready. We have the mapping ready. We have the import set, everything ready. Click on transform now. So you see again it is success. Let me open the import set here. Now we see something good. Completed with green light. Okay. So you see here all those 50 records are now inserted. Most of them. Some are skipped because unable to resolve the target, callback value was not present. In the case where the email is not there, it is not adding the value, and this is good for us, right? So now let's come here. Let me add the user values which are created in last 15 minutes so that you will see exact data. Run. So yes, values are coming. Total 46 records are now added. So around 4 records are skipped here because in some cases we had duplicate, so that problem is solved. If you group by this, you will not see any duplicate email. So there is no duplicate here. Look at this. Okay. Because we have the call set available on this email only. That's why. And there were certain which were empty. So those are also skipped. So that's why 46 are here. Let me add other values as well, like department and location. This is department. Remove country code. Okay. So we see the city is coming here. It is mapped properly, but department and location is not coming because these two are reference fields. So now we have to create a transform script where we have to handle these things, location, department, as well as user ID and the logic of active. Because right now everything is false because in our sheet here, it is active, right? It's active and inactive, but it is expecting true or false. If true or false will come, then only this actual value comes here. So we have to map this as well. So now let me create the script. Let me go to transform map, open the transform map. This is the transform map which I had created, right? And here click on run script. So in this run script, we have to write our script. You see two objects are available right now, source and target. So source is representing the import set table, where target is representing the user table. Okay. So we can get the values and update the values using these objects. So now let me write the script. So this is the script which we have written here. Very simple script. At the very beginning, we are reading and cleaning the source fields, source data. We are trimming it so that there will be no space. Okay. So we have first name, last name, email, department, city, country, and status. Okay. So now the very first validation is, if there is no email, then skip it, because email is our primary key. If it is not there, then that data will not be entertained. This is the validation here. So the same we are adding here along with the warning. Then at number 2, we are updating the basic fields like email and name here. Okay. Then in number 3, we are creating a username, which is first name and last. You see the logic, simply it is using first or last name and then making it lowercase. Okay. This is the simple script. You can easily understand this. Then we are adding the logic of active, inactive. If the status is active, that is the value which we have in the source table, or enabled. There is one enabled value as well. If you see here at the bottom, you see enabled. This one. Okay. So this also we have to take care. Then we are setting target.active equal to true. We are adding the value true in the target active field. Otherwise, we are adding false. So at number 5, we have to normalize the department labels. See here, we have HR also, we have human resource as well, right? So this is a kind of issue here. Now come to number 6, where we are creating the department reference. So here we are checking in the department table with the value which we are getting. So here you see we are getting this departments, IT, HR or something like this. If the value is available here, then it is fine. Otherwise, we are creating a new value there. Okay. So now come to number 7. Here you see we are getting the value of city and country from here. This is city and this is country. So by concatenating this value, we are creating locations. So again, if that location is available, that's fine. Otherwise, we are creating a new location. So let me open this location table. So you see we have few combinations. I have updated certain results here. So now this is all about this particular script. Okay. We have added total 7 checks here. Let me save it. So now let me rerun that data again. Okay. So let me go to again here in the data source, because we need not to add new values. We have the data which is already faulty. Now we are trying to add that data again and see whether there is any change or not. Okay. So open this one again. Load all data again. Click on run transform. Everything is ready already, right? We have the script ready. We have the transform map ready. Click on transform now. It is a success. Open it. Open the transform map here. Import set, sorry. So you see the history here. It is complete. Total 50 were there. There is no insert because email is already there. Wholesec is working properly. And there are 47 updates and 1 ignored. Okay. So let's go to our user data and try to add it. I will add updated as well, because these records are now updated, right? So that we will get the exact value. Run. So now you see the data is in front of you. We have the departments ready. These are all the reference fields, right? Most of the values are coming good here. But in certain cases, we still see the location is empty. Let me open this Sophia here. So this is Sophia, line number 48. We do not have the value of country here. Okay, that's why it is not updated. The system is not creating anything here. We only have one value, that's why it is ignoring. So it means we have to add certain more checks. Okay. So this is how you deal with all these things. 95% data is now good, but still you see there are certain issues where you see empty. So you have to find certain more validations if possible. Okay. And in active as well, you see true and false is coming. We have false values as well. Let me cross check. So we have total 6 false values. Let me check in the data. Somehow I am not able to open this, but I have checked it manually. There are 6 values which are inactive and the same is coming here. So ladies and gentlemen, this is how we deal with the real messy data. I will provide you the script. Okay, so you can check, you can test it by yourself as well. Thank you so much. In this video, we have seen a lot. We have debugged the business rules. We have added the messy data. We have added the validation, and my system is now happy. My data is now looking very much clean, but still some issues are there. For that, you have to think and write a validation. Thank you so much. See you in next video.